Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our Transformation Tuesday lives happening on Wednesday this week. We are going to talk about toxic nutritional beliefs today. And I'm going to go through 7 common toxic nutritional beliefs. I'm going to talk about what is a toxic nutritional belief, right? And how it is affecting our food choices and our food behaviors, our eating challenges. I do want to remind everyone, and I put the link over in the subject of this live, that if you do want to still get in on the dieting mindset reset happening this week, you can do so. You'll miss the first few emails, but you will get a PDF at the end that goes through each day. So you could do this on your own at some point else. And if you do want those first 2 emails, just reach out to me and I will send them over to you from yesterday and today. So let's get into toxic nutritional beliefs, because for the majority of people with, unwanted eating challenges, things like transformation or healing or food freedom, they really can only come about when we've identified, awareness, when we've identified and then let go of our toxic nutritional beliefs. So what is this? What is a toxic nutritional belief? Toxic nutritional beliefs are false or factually incorrect or outdated, archaic dietary or nutritional beliefs and assumptions, okay? Something that's false or incorrect or outdated. So these beliefs that we have about food, about body, about life, they are potentially as potent and potentially more toxic as, say, a bad ingredient in food, okay? And until these toxic nutritional beliefs are identified, challenged, and removed, unnecessary challenges and suffering around food, body, and health will be very predictable. So even if we have the right food, even if we have the right exercise, even if we have the right medicine, the right, metabolic, nutritional things to do, there are some people who are not going to change. They're not going to change their bodies. They're not going to lose the weight. They will continue self-sabotaging behaviors. They will continue to overeat, emotional eat, binge eat. Okay, they're not going to change until we've identified and eliminated the toxic beliefs, right? So why are they not going to change? Because they have toxic beliefs that are literally running their lives, causing them stress, overpowering their metabolism, overpowering their physiology, overpowering their own behaviors or choices. And they powerfully hold us back. They keep us hypnotized, disempower us, directly or indirectly impact our metabolism. Super important if your goal is weight loss, our metabolism, fat burning. And these beliefs, these toxic nutritional beliefs, they limit our potential. So in other words, many, if not most, people are in a very deep need of a belief system change. Why are we having a diet mindset reset? Belief system change, okay? It's about our beliefs, our toxic nutritional beliefs, our mindset around food. So there are 7 very common toxic nutritional beliefs. I want to go over them with you guys. I also want to know what resonates. So definitely leave a comment in the live and let me know what's resonating with you, okay? Let me know which toxic nutritional beliefs you have. Let me know where you are in your life, in your journey. Let me know what questions you have. I'm here to answer the questions that you might have or the things that are coming up for you as we go over this. So, number 1, dietary fat is bad. Okay, dietary fat, like fat from food, is bad. It makes me fat. Okay, this is number 1. Dietary fat is bad. It makes me fat. This is an outdated nutritional belief. This has been around since at least the 60s, and it has been disproven thousands and thousands of times. Yes, it is true that poor quality fat is nutritionally damaging to the body. Things like synthetic fats, hydrogenated oils, stripped of essential fatty acids. This will contribute to weight gain. But dietary fat that is particularly the good, necessary fats, fatty acids, is not bad for us. In fact, it is necessary. It's a necessary, essential fatty acid. Essential fats in our body, it's necessary. So a lack of essential fats in our body can actually create weight loss resistance, meaning we're not losing the weight that we want, or can lead to weight gain, right? Examples, fat-free this, non-fat this, right? We're not getting the essential fatty acids that we need, so we need to up our game when it comes to necessary, good quality fats. Okay, food makes me fat. This is number 2. Food makes me fat. Okay, or food is the enemy. And that's closely related to appetite is my enemy. So this is 2, 3, and 4. Food makes me fat, or food is the enemy. Most deadly, right? This is a deadly toxic nutritional belief. Closely related, appetite is the enemy. So why is food the enemy? Because food makes me fat. And if I'm fat, no one will love me, and the world hates fat people, and there's so much weight hate in this world, and it's terrible. So people think food makes me gain weight. Food is the enemy. But the mind believes a lot of nonsense, my friends, right? The mind will think, don't eat food because it makes you fat, because food's the enemy. Some people don't even know or will admit that this is the belief that they actually have. So many people are walking around, if only I could limit my food or limit my appetite. So then appetite becomes the enemy too, right? That's another toxic nutritional belief. If I didn't have an appetite, I wouldn't need to eat food because food is the enemy, because food makes me fat. See how these are interrelated? We need to have food to live. Food is not the enemy. Food is your friend. Food is nourishing. Food makes you live. Food nourishes you. Food builds your body. Yes, certain foods in certain amounts may cause weight gain, but food is not the enemy. Appetite is your friend. If you don't have an appetite, you won't eat, which means you die. Simple. So you're walking around thinking food is the enemy, our appetite is the enemy. Your brain perceives an enemy, and it goes into a stress response because that's its job. And the brain doesn't distinguish between a real or imagined threat. So the brain perceives enemy, stress response. High levels of stress hormones get released. Your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes up, blood rushes away from the midsection, your digestive system shuts down, your blood rushes to your arms and legs for a quick fight or flight primitive response. Blood rushes to the head, quick thinking, right? We have to fight or flee. Your appetite is deregulated in a full-blown stress response. Your metabolism becomes deregulated in a full-blown stress response. And day in and day out, when you have low-level stress responses, right, self-chosen stress responses around these unnecessary toxic beliefs, food is the enemy, right? Food is the enemy. This causes increased cortisol, which causes increased insulin response, which signals the body to do what? Store more fat. Store weight, not build muscle. And this is the opposite of what you might be wanting and seeking with your natural weight. You might be seeking weight loss. You are getting weight gain. You are getting weight loss resistance simply because of these toxic nutritional beliefs. Food makes me fat. Food is the enemy. Appetite is my enemy. Okay. Next one. This formula. Less food plus more exercise equals less weight. Said another way, eat less, exercise more equals weight loss. Formula that's been around for God knows how long in the scientific community, 70 plus years. It doesn't work. We know this. But yet, we keep thinking it will. We keep thinking, and we're told, doctors tell us these things. We keep thinking and perceiving that we just need to eat less. We just need to exercise more. And sure, is there a very teeny tiny small subset of the community that this works for and is sustainable? Yes, maybe, but it's super small. 98 to 99% of people who lose weight on a diet eat less, exercise more, gain it back within a year or two, and then some, meaning they put on more weight than when they started. The weight loss industry doesn't want you to know that. Doesn't want you to know that those statistics, right? It only highlights people's short-term success. Hey, this person lost X amount in 30 days. This person lost X amount in 60 days. But we don't talk about the long term. 98 to 99% of people who lose weight on a restrictive diet gain it back within 1 to 2 years plus more weight. Okay, if this formula, less calories in, more exercise equals sustainable weight loss, it would have worked decades ago. We wouldn't have this multi-billion-dollar weight loss industry. It's so much more complex. So you have generations of people like starving themselves, over exercising, not having sustainable weight loss, and feeling pretty miserable in the process. Toxic belief. Okay. Next one, the diet. My diet must be perfect. We're going to talk about perfectionism sometime in the next couple of weeks, and we talk about it a lot, and we talk about taking imperfect action, but this quest for the perfect diet, because then I'll have the perfect body, the perfect health, the one and only way to eat. This whole thing, it's absolutely illusory. It is, that type of journey, my diet must be perfect. This is filled with so much limitation, which comes with frustration and narrowness, probably guilt, and ultimately failure, right? We set ourselves up for failure because we're setting ourselves up for perfectionism, which is illusory. It doesn't exist. So perfectionism is leading to a lot of self-abuse, a lot of self-hate, a lot of unhappiness, because we can never get to that place of perfect because it doesn't exist. So there is no diet must be perfect because there is no perfect body and there is no perfect health and there is no perfect person. And the quicker we can let go with that concept, the quicker we can be happier in who we are on our journey. Okay, last one. If I only looked or ate a certain way, then I would be happy. I did a whole live on this, training on this, the I'll be happy when syndrome. You can search in the group. I'll try to tag it and link it here for you guys too. So we did a whole training on this. I'll be happy when ... right? So if I only looked or ate a certain way, then I would be happy, right? If I only weighed a certain number, if I only followed, a certain plan, if I only had a certain body, if I only, got the perfect job, I don't know, then I would be happy. Right? We're waiting for happiness to happen. And I don't know, have you ever met someone with a perfect body, like a celebrity, Hollywood celebrity body, who was not happy or in fact miserable? It happens all the time, right? There are people with perfect bodies and they are not happy. Literally doesn't matter. Looking a certain way, having a certain weight guarantees us nothing. Nothing. Sure, I could be happier if I am healthier. Sure, I could be happier if I have the body I want. I could be happier in the body I have right now. I could be happy now and then work lovingly towards my goal of changing and shifting my body. I could be happy now, right? The journey informs the destination. People who have this toxic belief, if only I weighed a certain amount or looked a certain way, then I'll be happy, essentially means this: I will not be happy until I lose the weight. So we are declaring to ourselves, to the universe, to life, I'm not going to be happy until I hit this perfect body or perfect shape, which we know is illusory and doesn't exist. I'm not going to be happy until that point. So now I'm going to be miserable and suffering and challenged and frustrated and all these negative emotions. I'm going to be miserable. Okay? And that doesn't end until you hit this perfect point, which doesn't exist. So why not try to be happy now and be happy during the journey of making the changes to your body? Okay, so by working on our inner world, our personal world, our mindset, our behaviors, we can create profound changes in our metabolic world, our fat burning world. There's another way to say this. It's personal power, our inner world, equals metabolic power, or fat burning power. Another way to look at this, all the aspects of your life are important. Your family, your work, your relationships, your money, your sexuality, your beliefs, your personal history, so much more. All of this impacts our hormonal chemistry and our health. So keep that in mind, my friends. Please leave your comments below. I'm so curious what came up for you. What are your takeaways and what questions you do have? If you're still interested in the dieting mindset reset, just comment reset below. We'll shoot you over the link to get going on that for this week. All right. Have a great week, guys.